My beloved soul, there's a message that needs to reach your heart right now. It's no accident your eyes are on these words. I arranged this meeting so we could have this talk, so my voice could cut through the world's noise and speak directly to your spirit. I see you. I see the depth of your being, the quiet battles you fight, the hopes you hold, and the questions that echo in your soul in the still hours of the night. You wonder if your brightest time is past. You watch the world move at a fast pace and sometimes feel left behind, as if the most precious chances are no longer within reach. You see life's seasons change, and perhaps a sense of nostalgia tries to convince you that the best parts of your story have already been written. But what I'm about to tell you can change your life, for the truth I have for you today is so grand it might seem unbelievable. I want you to understand that your story is not nearing its end. Quite the opposite. You are on the brink of its most meaningful and beautiful part. The world may value youth and novelty, but I, the author of life, value the wisdom, resilience, and beauty that only time and experience can shape. The strength you've gained over the years isn't a sign of wear, but proof of your priceless worth. You are a treasure, and what I've prepared for you now isn't comfort for life's close, but a calling for a new and glorious start. I'm about to perform such a complete work of renewal in your life that even you will be surprised. I'm not talking about small adjustments, but a deep change that will touch every fiber of your being, revitalizing your dreams, restoring your joy, and redefining your purpose in ways you never imagined. The seeds of kindness, faith, and love you've planted over the years, even those watered with tears and that you thought would never grow, are about to blossom into a spectacular garden. The harvest is coming, and it will be abundant, exceeding all your expectations. Have you ever wondered why certain paths seemed closed? It was because I was protecting you and redirecting you to a much greater and more blessed route. Every door that closed wasn't a rejection, but my divine protection, ensuring you were in the exact position to receive what's coming. Every challenge you overcame was training, strengthening your spirit, and preparing your heart to manage the extraordinary blessings I'm about to pour over you. You are like a vessel that has been tested in many waters and is now ready to sail into seas of endless possibility. Before I continue the message, write this word of faith in the comments. God renews my strength and hope every day. Feel the power of this statement, for by writing it, you are aligning your will with mine, opening your heart to the truth I'm about to fully reveal. Now, continuing the message, I want you to start seeing yourself in a new way. Let go of any feelings of limitation or that your time has passed. I am the God who makes all things new, and your life is on my workbench, being redesigned with golden threads of grace, mercy, and power. What you considered an end is, in fact, the prelude to a new and vibrant melody. Prepare your heart, my beloved, for the season of monotony is ending. A new season of vitality, purpose, and joy is dawning on your horizon. The world hasn't yet seen the brilliance I'm about to ignite in you. But that's not all. There's something even deeper I've prepared for you, a secret about your future that I'll begin to unveil now. My precious soul, I know the word transformation can sound grand and perhaps a bit daunting. You might ask, Lord, how is this possible for me now? You look at your current circumstances, your established routines, the limitations that seem so real, and doubt might try to find a crack in your heart. That's why our next step together is to strengthen your trust in me in an unshakable way. The faith I ask of you isn't blind faith, but faith based on a history of faithfulness. Look back, not to dwell on the past, but to recognize my constant presence in every moment. Do you recall that time you thought you couldn't bear it, and an inexplicable strength sustained you? That was me. Do you recall that solution that appeared out of nowhere when all doors seemed closed? That was my provision. Do you recall that peace that enveloped you in the middle of a storm, calming your troubled spirit? That was my embrace. I never left you. I never abandoned you. Every step of your path was overseen by my loving gaze. The difficulties weren't a sign of my abandonment, but rather the forge where your character was refined. I allowed certain challenges not to break you, but to make you unbreakable. I was teaching you to depend on me, to find your strength not in your own abilities, but in my limitless power. Your whole life has been preparation for now. You are wiser, stronger, and more compassionate than ever. You are a perfectly tuned instrument, ready to be used by me in ways that will bring glory to my name and blessings to many. There's something very important I want you to grasp now. Your perspective is like looking through a small window, seeing only a fragment of the landscape. My perspective is from the mountaintop, where I survey the entire valley, every road, every river, every destination. I see how all the pieces of your life connect into a perfect and glorious mosaic. What seemed like a detour to you, for me, was the shortest path to essential learning. What seemed like a loss to you, for me, was the necessary space for something much better. Trusting me means letting go of the need to understand everything and simply resting in the certainty that the architect of the universe has complete control of your life's blueprint. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments, "I trust the Lord." By doing so, you are actively declaring your decision to hand over your worries to me and to lean on my wisdom. This act of faith strengthens your connection with me and shares hope with others who also need to feel my presence. And if this message is touching your heart and you wish to support this mission of spreading words of light in a very special way, you can click the thanks button. It's a gesture of love that helps us reach even more souls thirsty for hope. Continuing, I want you to know that this new phase of your life will be marked by unprecedented clarity. The doubts that plagued you will vanish like morning mist under the sun of my truth. I will give you discernment to make decisions, wisdom to navigate your relationships, and a peace that goes beyond all understanding. You will no longer walk in uncertainty, but with the firm conviction that you are exactly where you should be, doing exactly what you should be doing. The change I promised isn't just spiritual. It will show up in tangible ways. You'll start to see shifts in your health, your attitude, the atmosphere of your home. Joy will become your constant companion, and gratitude, the language of your heart. Are you ready to live this life? A life free from the weight of anxiety and full of the lightness of trust? The decision is yours. The invitation is extended. But there's still more, a specific sign I've prepared to seal this promise in your heart. My blessed soul, your faith is how my blessings come to you. To strengthen that faith, I want to give you something tangible, an anchor for your spirit in these changing times. You've been looking for a sign, confirmation that I've heard you, that what you feel deep down is real. And today, I answer that longing. I always speak in many ways, through nature, a song, a kind word. But today, I want to give you a direct promise from my word, which is eternal and unfailing. I, your God, am sending you a special sign. The sign you've been waiting for is in this verse, Ephesians 3:20, which says, "Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us." I want you to receive these words not as a distant quote, but as a personal love letter to you. Think deeply about each part. I'm not just able to do what you ask. I'm able to do more. Not just more, but immeasurably more. More than you dare to dream, more than your mind can grasp. And how do I do this? Through my power already at work within you. The power for this amazing change isn't somewhere far off. It lives within you, placed there by me, waiting to be activated by your faith. Write in the comments, "I receive this message and I am blessed." Then mentally send love and protection to someone you care about, picturing them surrounded by my light. This act of receiving and sharing the blessing brings the verse's power to life in your experience. And if this message keeps strengthening your spirit, show your support with a super thanks and help spread this light to others who need a word of hope. This promise is the foundation for what new things I'm building. From now on, I want you to raise your expectations. Stop praying for scraps when I have a feast ready for you. Stop asking for just enough to get by when I want to give you abundance that overflows. Your dreams have been too small, my beloved. I want to broaden your perspective. Before we go on, if you're not yet part of this community of love and faith and haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so now. By subscribing, you connect to an ongoing source of strength and inspiration, ensuring more messages like this come directly to nourish your spirit. Now, back to the message. I want to talk to you about your new purpose. Perhaps you've linked your purpose to roles you've excelled at, being a mother, wife, professional. And while those roles are immensely valuable, your ultimate purpose goes beyond them all. Your purpose now is to reflect my glory. It's to be a beacon of wisdom, peace, and love in a world that desperately needs light. Your life experiences weren't for nothing. Every tear you shed made you more compassionate. Every challenge you overcame made you more resilient. Every joy you celebrated filled you with gratitude. You are the sum of all this. And that unique combination is what makes you so powerful in my hands. I will begin to open doors for you to use this wisdom in ways that will surprise you. People will be drawn to you, seeking the advice and peace you carry. You will become a mentor, a counselor, a source of stability for your family and community. Don't underestimate the power of your presence. In a chaotic world, a peaceful soul grounded in me is like a safe harbor. You will be that harbor for many. Get ready, because your influence is about to grow. But for you to fully embrace this new role, there's a step of cleansing we need to take together. A release that will clear all paths. My beloved soul, for this river of blessings and new purpose to move freely in your life, we need to remove any obstacles that might be blocking its way. Imagine a magnificent garden, ready to bloom, but still holding on to some old weeds with deep roots that choke out new seeds. The most stubborn and harmful of these weeds is unforgiveness. It takes up precious space in your heart, drains your energy, and keeps you chained to past events, preventing you from fully embracing the glorious future I've designed for you. Forgiveness is perhaps the most liberating act you can practice, and it works in two key ways: forgiving those who hurt you, and, often more challenging, forgiving yourself. I know the wounds others caused you are real. Their actions may have left deep scars on your spirit. I'm not asking you to erase the memory, or to say what they did was right. Forgiving isn't about excusing someone else's mistake. It's about freeing yourself from the power that mistake still holds over your life. As long as you hold on to resentment, you allow the person who hurt you to keep controlling your emotions and your peace. It's like carrying a heavy load of rocks every day, a weight only you feel. Today, I invite you to lay that burden at my feet. The decision to forgive is an act of faith and obedience. It's saying, Father, I don't have the strength to forget this hurt, but I choose to release this person from my emotional debt. I place this situation in your hands, for you are the righteous judge, and I trust you to bring justice. The moment you make that decision in your heart, the chains begin to break. The bitterness that poisoned your spirit starts to fade, making way for my healing peace. Now, let's touch on the other side of forgiveness: self-forgiveness. How many times have you revisited your own mistakes? How often has the voice of guilt whispered in your mind, telling you that you failed, that you're not worthy, that you should have acted differently? My precious one, when you repent and ask me for forgiveness, I forgive you instantly and completely. Your mistakes are cast into the depths of the sea, so I remember them no more. Why do you insist on punishing yourself for something I've already forgiven and forgotten? Forgiving yourself is accepting my grace. It's aligning your view of yourself with mine. It's looking at yourself with the same compassion I have for you. Your mistakes don't define you. They refined you. They were steps in your path of learning and growth. Embrace the lesson, but release the guilt. You are much more than the sum of your failures. You are my beloved child, redeemed, purified, and called to a bright future. For the transformation I promise to fully unfold, your heart needs to be clean and fertile ground. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, whom you'd like to forgive. No need for details, just names or initials as a symbolic act. Picture each one, surround them with light, and say in your heart, I forgive you, and I set you free. May peace be with you. Feel the weight lift from your shoulders, lightness filling your being. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release the anxiety that has been weighing on your chest. This act of release is the key that opens the floodgates for my blessing. With each person you release, with each of your failures you give to me, more space is created in your spirit. And in this sacred space, I will plant the seeds of joy, peace, health, and prosperity. You will see your relationships bloom, your health revitalize, and your mind quiet down. Inner healing is the foundation of all outward blessing. Trust me in this cleansing process. Give me your hurts. Allow my balm of love to heal each one. And then, get ready to see the garden of your life bloom like never before, my precious soul. Now that you've taken the crucial step of clearing your heart through forgiveness, it's time to build a new self-image, one aligned with my truth, not the lies the world or your own insecurities tried to impose. For too long, you may have looked in the mirror and seen only the marks of time, the scars of battles, the flaws you tried so hard to hide. Today, I want you to see yourself through my eyes. When I look at you, I don't see imperfections. I see a masterpiece. I see the strength that carried you through every hardship. I see the wisdom etched into your soul, a priceless treasure. I see the beauty of a spirit that, despite everything, never stopped loving, believing, or hoping. The world has a fleeting, superficial standard of beauty, but my definition of beauty is eternal. The beauty I see in you is in the kindness of your touch, the compassion in your gaze, the sincerity of your smile. It's in the resilience of your spirit, the depth of your love for your family, the faith that, even when shaken, never broke. That's the beauty that matters, the one that radiates from within and touches everyone around you. I want you to stop comparing yourself to others. Your path is unique. Your purpose is yours alone. I created you to be exactly who you are. Every trait of your personality, every talent I gave you, every experience you've lived, all of it was intentionally woven to form the extraordinary person you are. Celebrating yourself isn't pride, it's gratitude for the work of my hands. From today on, I want you to practice self-love as an act of worship to me, your creator. Speak to yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you'd offer a dear friend. When the voice of self-criticism arises, immediately replace it with an affirmation of my truth. Tell yourself, I am unconditionally loved by God. I am strong and capable. I am valuable and have a purpose. Nourish your mind and spirit with things that build you up. Step away from conversations, content, and environments that diminish you or fill you with anxiety. You are a sacred temple where my spirit resides, and it's your duty to protect that temple's sanctity. This means choosing peace, choosing joy, choosing life-giving thoughts. This shift in self-perception is crucial for the transformation we're undertaking. You can't receive the blessings of a queen if you keep seeing yourself as a servant. You are my daughter, heir to all my promises. Start walking, speaking, and carrying yourself with the dignity and confidence this identity bestows upon you. This isn't arrogance. It's the humble acceptance of my gift. By loving and valuing yourself, you teach others how they should treat you. Your energy will change. People will feel the peace and confidence radiating from you, and will be drawn to that light. You'll become a magnet for healthy relationships, opportunities aligned with your purpose, and abundance in all areas. The outward transformation you long for is a direct reflection of the inner one. By healing your self-image, you open the doors for my glory to become visible in your life. Look in the mirror every day and declare, I am a wonderful creation of God, and He has a perfect plan for my life. Feel the truth of these words resonate in every cell of your body. You are becoming the woman I created you to be, radiant, confident, full of grace, and ready to fulfill your highest calling. And that calling is about to unfold in ways that will amaze you. My blessed soul, with a purified heart and a new self-vision, you are now perfectly positioned to see your purpose blossom in a visible and impactful way. This new phase of your life won't be lived in seclusion. It will be a public display of my goodness, a story that inspires everyone around you. I want to talk about the multiplier effect your transformed life will have. You'll become a center of peace, love, and wisdom. Your home, which may have once been a place of tension or worry, will transform into a sanctuary of serenity. People will enter your house and feel a different atmosphere, a peace they won't be able to explain but will desire for themselves. This is my presence dwelling in and through you. Your family relationships will be deeply blessed by this new you. The unconditional love and acceptance you've learned to have for yourself will overflow to your spouse, children, and grandchildren. You'll no longer react from old wounds but respond from a healed heart full of grace. You'll become the peacemaker, the wise counselor, the emotional rock your family can lean on. Your patience will grow, your compassion will deepen, and your words will be like a balm for troubled souls. You'll see tense relationships soften and broken bonds begin to mend, not through your effort, but through my grace working through you. But your influence won't be limited to the walls of your home. I will use you to touch lives in your community. It might be through a word of encouragement for a neighbor, an act of generosity for someone in need, or a new project or ministry I'll place in your heart. Don't be surprised if I awaken dormant talents or forgotten passions within you. Perhaps you've always had a gift for writing, music, teaching, gardening, or cooking. I will anoint these gifts and transform them into tools to bless others. Your life's testimony will be your most powerful message. People will see the joy in your eyes, the peace on your face, the vitality in your steps, and they'll ask what your secret is. And then, you'll have the opportunity to share about my love and my restorative power. Your life will be a living letter, read by all, testifying that it's never too late to start over, that age is no barrier to purpose, and that I am a God of miracles. Share this video with 2 loved ones who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer of faith and hope. Even something simple like, "Lord, strengthen our faith," creates a powerful spiritual connection between us. Don't feel small or inadequate for this task. I don't look at human qualifications. I look at the heart's readiness. And your heart, my beloved, is becoming fertile ground for my work. I will give you the words, the courage, and the opportunities. Your only responsibility is to say yes to my guidance, one step at a time. The life unfolding before you is one of meaning, where every day holds a purpose. You'll no longer live just to pass the time, but to invest it, knowing that every interaction, every act of love, is contributing to something eternal. The feeling of uselessness or that your best days are behind you will be completely replaced by a sense of holy urgency and deep joy in being my partner in spreading light and love in this world. Get ready, because your sacred social calendar is about to be filled with commitments of love and service. My beloved soul, as your life aligns with my purpose and your identity is rooted in my love, my blessings appearing in practical areas becomes a natural and inevitable outcome. The spiritual transformation we're undertaking together isn't an abstract concept. It will yield tangible fruits you can see, touch, and feel. I want to talk straight about 2 things that often weigh heavily on people's minds: health and money. For a long time, you might have just accepted certain aches, certain physical limits, as an unavoidable part of getting older. But the message I have for you today is renewal. I am the Lord who heals you. The peace filling your spirit and freedom from emotional toxins like bitterness and worry will have a powerful impact on your physical body. Many illnesses are made worse or even caused by stress and a heavy heart. When you find rest in me, you're activating the healing system I designed within you. I'm going to give you new vitality. Your energy will be refreshed. You'll wake up feeling invigorated and ready, no longer dragging the weariness from the day before. I'll give you wisdom to care for this temple, your body, what foods to pick, what activities to do. This isn't about chasing lost youth, but embracing a healthy, vibrant maturity, full of strength to accomplish everything I've called you to do. Reject in faith any words of limitation or negative diagnoses. Speak my words of life and health over yourself every day. Your strength will be renewed like the eagles. You will run and not grow weary. You will walk and not faint. Now, let's talk about provision. Worrying about money, bills, and the future can steal your joy and peace. I want you to break free from that burden once and for all. I am your provider, your Jehovah Jireh. The entire universe belongs to me, and taking care of you is my delight. Your security doesn't come from a bank account, a retirement fund, or any other human source. Your source is me, and my source never runs dry. I want you to shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. This doesn't mean greed, but a quiet confidence that all your needs will always be met, with plenty left over for you to be generous. Start practicing gratitude for what you already have, no matter how small it seems. Gratitude opens the windows of heaven. I will open doors of provision in unexpected ways. These could be discounts that pop up, gifts you receive, new income streams that appear. Don't limit the ways I can bless you. Just trust that I'm taking care of every detail. Live with a generous heart. When you give cheerfully, you're planting in fertile ground, and the harvest is always greater than the seed. You weren't called to a life of worry and struggle, but to a life of peace and trust, knowing your Heavenly Father knows your every need and delights in meeting them. The restoration I bring is complete. I'm restoring your inner peace, your relationships, your health, and your provision. I'm turning every area of concern into a testament to my faithfulness. Your life will become a living demonstration that those who trust in me will not be shaken. You will practically experience what it means to seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and you'll see with your own eyes that all these other things will be added to you. Get ready to live at a new level of complete well-being, where body, spirit, and soul thrive under my loving care. My precious one, we've reached the point to seal everything we've talked about. This long, intimate conversation wasn't just to give you information, but to start a transforming covenant between us. What you heard today isn't a distant dream, but the detailed blueprint for your new reality, which begins right now. We've gone over the core promise. The unbelievable message I had for you is that your best, most impactful days aren't behind you, but are unfolding gloriously ahead. I showed you that the key to this new life is renewed trust in me, built on my past faithfulness. I gave you a personal sign from my word, the promise that I can do infinitely more than you imagine. We walked you through the freeing process of forgiveness, clearing the ground of your heart. We rebuilt your self-image, so you see yourself as the beloved masterpiece you are. We unveiled your expanded purpose as a beacon of light and wisdom, and we secured the complete restoration of your health and provision. Now, the final decision rests in your heart. I've extended my hand. Will you take it and walk with me into this new promised land? Living in this new reality requires a daily choice. It's the choice to start your day with gratitude instead of worry. It's the choice to guard your thoughts, replacing fear with faith. It's the choice to speak words of life over yourself and your future. It's the choice to rest in my care, letting go of the need to control everything. It's the choice to love and value yourself as I love you. This isn't a path you'll walk alone. I'll be with you every moment. My Holy Spirit will be your guide, your comforter, and your strength. When you feel weak, He'll be your strength. When you feel confused, He'll be your clarity. You are permanently connected to the source of all power and wisdom. From today on, I want you to walk differently. Walk with the dignity of a king's daughter. Speak with the authority of someone who knows the promises of their God. Love with the generosity of someone who knows their source of love is endless. Live with the contagious joy of someone who has a hope that transcends circumstances. Your life is becoming a symphony of my grace, and the world is waiting to hear your melody. Don't be afraid. The past no longer has power over you. The future is secure in my hands. All you need to do is live fully in the present, in communion with me. Embrace this new season with your whole being. Embrace the woman you are becoming. What I started in you today, I will bring to completion. Your story is being rewritten, and the ending is more glorious than you can dream. If this message resonated with you and your situation, type in the comments, "I embrace the new path God has for me." Share your experiences in the comments, because your story can strengthen someone else's faith. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe to the channel for more faith-based content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.